Hi guys, and welcome again to SC Wakago YouTube channel. This is where we inspire, we inform, and we also encourage people. Now, on our today's topic, I want to talk about things that I did as a new immigrant, and I wish I knew. I wish I could have done better. But I would just take them as lessons and pass them over to anybody who is in America already as an immigrant, or maybe someone who is planning to move to America. Now, there is this thing, when you come to America, you get to be hosted. And your host can either give you a good foundation or a bad one. There is no gray spaces. Now, it is very important when you come to America to make sure that you are also doing research on things that your host tell you about. I'm not talking about defying them, no, but be a person who is in 2024. Be a person who is willing to be diligent, okay? Be a person who tries to compare stuff to get to know if indeed this is the right thing to do. Your host might be here in America, but that doesn't mean that they know everything. There is a part for you to play. For example, if you come to America, or in my case, when I came to America, I remember not just my host, but even people around me. I remember I would hear people say, there is no point of working doubles because the government gonna take all the money in taxes. And for some time, I delayed without knowing that I am new in America. I need as much finances as I could at the beginning, which I'm not encouraging you to go doing doubles all the entire life of you in America. But at the beginning, you need a lot of funds because you need to settle down as fast as you can. Remember, you only have 3 months at your host house. Here is the thing. I used to live paycheck to paycheck. And I used to think or wonder, where is money in America? Yes, I came to America, but where is the money they said there is? Was there money in America? Yes, there was. Remember, before COVID, even the cost of life wasn't that high. So I am in America. The first year, I don't even have nothing in my bank. My checking account, the much I could have or hold is 100. I didn't have no savings. Why? I was working the bare minimum, or maybe the average or the required 40 hours, and I'm done. Because if I work more, the government will take my money. Let me tell you something. Work as much as you can at the beginning when you get to America. Of course, you're going to consider a break. You cannot work like a machine, but work as much as you can. When you get to America, or when you migrate to any new country, not for you to send money back home. Don't make this mistake. You don't have money to send back home for a whole year. Because you need to settle down. You need to get yourself a house. You need to get yourself some stuff to use in your house, like the cooking stuff. You need to pay down payment for the house that you're going to get, and so on and so on. You do not have money to send back home. Don't send money back home the first year. Tell them to chill until you stabilize yourself. Another thing I did, and this also contributed to me working just 40 hours a week. I did not bring any cash when I was coming to America, because even getting myself to America, it was a big deal. So me trying to fit in to people going for parties, I don't know, we have a goat eating on this Saturday, we have a goat eating on this day, and I would avail myself. I made myself so much available to people, something I wasn't supposed to do. I'm not saying interacting with people is bad, but I'm saying you have to limit how you do it. Because the reason as to why you're too much available, you are attending every party that is being hosted, it is because you have too much time for free. I wish I used that time to settle myself and to go look for money that could have enabled me to diversify my income means. What do I mean by this? I was working one job, and one job is 40 hours a week. So I was having, you only work 8 hours a day. So I was having plenty of time to go attend to, I don't know, we have Wednesday fellowship. I don't know, we have this Monday fellowship. I don't know, we have this Sunday fellowship. And I'm not saying worshiping God is bad, but remember, you have to have a way of doing things. You have to organize your time. You don't have to be everywhere. You don't have to go to the, and most of you gonna, they gonna bring the verse that says, seek ye the kingdom of God first, and then the rest gonna follow you. Sometimes we don't have to use these verses in our own interpretation way, or interpreted in our own way. But you don't have to show up on Wednesday fellowship, Monday fellowship. You are there on Sunday, and maybe for those who do praise and worship, you are there on Saturday for the practice. Something is wrong. And you are there on Friday for the overnight kesha. My friend, when you come here, prioritize and also strategize and also plan your time accordingly. Stop being too much available to groups of people who came here 20 years ago. They got their stuff together and you're just starting. But because people feel like they owe people showing up because they want them to show up when they get something, that is the mentality that people have. The same reason why so many people, especially immigrants, go to church because they want that, not because they are going there to worship or to because they love God, but they want to be associated with a certain denomination because something might happen home and they need them to gather, which is not a bad thing again, because people will give you, they will consolidate you when you need it. But sometimes let us think be outside the box, and also let our faith work for us. Let us not try to be the faith and also be, let the faith work for us. Let me just leave it there. Let your faith work for you. The other thing I did, there is this thing that people usually tell you as a new immigrant, depending with your group or where you get hosted. You do not need a stable car. You need just a car to take you from one point to point A to B. I would want you to understand that a car in America is not a want. It is a basic need. Because in order for you to get at work at the right time, you need a car, not a bus. Maybe there are these states that have good bus system, or maybe trains. But to be honest with you, a car in America is a basic need. In order for you to run errands, drop off your kids to school, pick them up, also go to work and come back. It is not doable without a car. A car is a basic necessity. Hence, choose your car wisely. You don't want to buy a car simply because it's a form of getting you from point A to B, and then it gives you so much mechanical problems. You would rather take a car that is $5,000 or $6,000 that is doing okay, and you can be paying monthly. That is not too high bill, and then you can be able to get a good car. Don't take a car that is, I don't know, $2,000, and then it's gonna give you problems worth $5,000. Okay, let us be people who don't just bring the poverty mentality in America. Also, don't go for the high-end cars. They're gonna cost you a lot of money monthly, which gonna kind of suffocate you because you're trying to settle down. Another thing, choosing, this one I did perfectly, by the way, so I shouldn't even include it here. I was able to choose my lane, and I was able to know that I'm not equal with everybody else when it comes to finances and the house that I need to rent and all that. But there is this thing people will tell you, and it happens. You need to stick in one job for a year in order for you to qualify for a mortgage, which is true. But on the other hand, you need to ask yourself, do I need to work at a job that is not paying me enough money when I have an offer at a job, a new offer at a job that is paying me good money, that can help me to even get a good down payment, and I will just extend my time to apply for mortgage? Don't make that mistake. Change a job if you get a job that is paying you better. Don't just focus with, oh, if I change a job, then I'll need to work for 6 months in order to get an approval for a mortgage. All right? Now, another thing that I did that I really regret, or I wish I knew better. Thinking that simply because you came to America, you ended up in America or Canada or Europe, the only thing you can do as a new immigrant is to go get hired. There are so many things that you can do in America, not just getting hired. And some of these things, you might not be able to do them right away, but give yourself like a year. And then start to think outside the box. You do not have to get a job if you are a business person. Go into business after the first year. After you settle down, after you get a car, after you get your apartment, please, if your dream is to be a business person, please go for it. There are so many avenues here in America, so many resources that you can use and become the same person that you dreamt to become. I'm going to give an example. If you come here as a YouTuber and that is your passion and you are doing so good as a YouTuber, when you get to America, stop deceiving yourself that you have to stop becoming a YouTuber to go run after the dollars that are to go do the hours in order to get the dollars. Imagine you can continue with the same, become a YouTuber, even grow a broader audience, because people will follow you when you start showing them America or Canada or Europe. Stop losing your dreams. Stop forgetting your dreams and coming after the dollar when your dreams can give you the dollars that you can't see. Simply because you can see the dollars in the hours, doubles, it doesn't mean that your dream cannot give you money. There is money online. There is money on YouTube. And if your dream is to become a YouTuber, or you have been a YouTuber, if your dream is to become a teacher, do not suspend your vision. Do not suspend your dream. Go for what you believe in. Go for it. And for sure, America can accommodate everybody. Just make sure the first year you are balancing your life. But as a YouTuber, you can come here and continue YouTubing without even getting hired. If you braid hair, something immigrants make a mistake. So many of them can do, they have very good courses. They are very good at them. They know how to cook. They've been a chef. They know how to braid hair. They know how to do plumbing and all that. But when that person comes here, they immigrate to any new land, they feel like their course is not enough, and they go after the hours to make the dollars and forget about their dreams. They forget about their gift. I'm going to speak to someone today. Wherever God gonna get you, whether it is Canada, whether it is America, whether it is England, whether it is the UK, please, Australia and Asia, you can do better. You can do even the best with whatever course that you had. If you used to braid, stop taking hours and then only opening braiding for the days that you are off. People won't have trust with you. People won't be able to see you as a reliable braider, as opposed to when you go full-time. Face it. Within no time, you will have clients lined up Monday through Saturday. Why? Because they know you are available. But if you make yourself scarce and you still want people to promote they call it side hustle. Whatever you are calling side hustle could be your main hustle. Grow yourself. Stop going to grow companies when you can start your own company. You can become a hairdresser. You can register for that. You can become a cook, and then you can even open a restaurant, or maybe you can become a full-time cook, and we will be calling to make orders. Most people who have restaurants, they don't have customers who order daily. They go open the job and then wait for calls to come in. This is the same thing that you're supposed to do. Stop down looking at what skills you already have to go work and get the dollar. America is not only about running after the dollars. Sometimes if you align yourself with your purpose, dollars will find you. All right? I do not wish to make this video longer than that, but I hope and believe that it's gonna help someone to become who they dreamed to become. All right? America should not be an obstacle, or it should not act like a hindered you to become your dream person. Pursue your dream person and you will become. Cheers, guys, and see you next. Do not forget to keep on keeping on, because we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Cheers, guys.